Welcome back, and welcome to the worst challenge probably ever. Today we'll be trying to complete Batman Arkham Asylum like a game journalist. Now, game journalists get a lot of stick for not being able to play games. Especially with the new Doom the Dark Ages out at the moment, it's kind of proven that game journalists don't actually know how to play video games at all. They just get given a controller and probably make it up as they go along.
What's going on? What the hell just happened? Are you kidding me? He walked backward.
So I wondered, how far back does this trend go? Does it go back all the way to 2009 to Batman Arkham Asylum? Well, that's what we're here to find out today. Leave a like because it's the best way to help the video. Like, it really is. It helps the video out so much, and it's a bit silly considering it's a little button below the video, but it helps out a lot. So hit the button, and don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 10k before the end of the year, and I think I'm going to need all the help I can get for this video. So hit the subscribe button, and be sure to stick around because we'll have loads of cool Arkham content coming over the next however many years you guys allow me to do this. Hello, this is post-editing Charlie, just interrupting for a second. Just a few disclaimers. First of all, I'm pretty sure I've seen this video made by someone else. I can't remember who. I tried to find the video, so credit to whoever made that video because it was really good and it subconsciously inspired me to do this. And I didn't realise until a bit further into the run that that video was the inspiration behind this. So credit to whoever made that. If you know who it is in the comments, leave it and I'll pin it because I couldn't find the video for the life of me. Second of all, don't take this video too seriously. It's a bit of a joke. We get a bit pedantic towards the end because we're bitches over here. So yeah, don't take it too seriously. And thirdly, if you can hear any whirring in the background, don't worry. Your PC or phone or tablet or whatever you're watching it on isn't blowing up. That's my Xbox 360. It's very old and it's aging now, bless it. But it's soldiering on for the content, and I do inject it with venom every 2 weeks to keep it going. So yeah, if you hear any whirring in the background, it's just the Xbox 360. Thank you for listening to my PSA, and let's get back into the video. The guide opens just by saying, the long cinematic intro sequence involves Batman escorting Joker to a lower level of Arkham. All you need to do is follow the pack, entering elevators and taking in the sights and sounds of the asylum. So that's what we'll do, and I'll meet you at the first combat encounter. The game's telling us to zoom in here, but we're not going to zoom in, because IGN doesn't say we're allowed to, and again, that's the only rule. We have to do what IGN says. I used to really like IGN as a kid. They used to help me through a lot of Lego Batman levels, because I wasn't the brightest spark in the light. That didn't make any sense, but you get the point. Okay, so the Joker is broken out, and it says, at the bottom, the internment of the Joker will run into a bit of a hiccup. It's time to hone your fighting skills. Attack the enemies with your strike, and try out some counters with counter. Check your pause menu for your control setup. So we need to check our pause menu. So Y is counter, X is strike, good to know. For the latter, when you see the enemy emit lightning bolts from his head, tap counter to do a special attack. Okay, right, let's clear these enemies out. In true IGN fashion, the IGN overlords would never fail us. This is the optimal way to do this. This is the only time I will actually say this and mean it. That enemy is dead. Okay, we have another group of enemies. Oh, and difficulty-wise, I should have mentioned at the start, the guide doesn't actually suggest a difficulty, so we're just playing on normal. I'm gonna... Oh! If you've seen the serial killer run, you'll know why that's a monumental moment. What? I didn't even know that was possible. You might think these guys are also the first eliminations, and so did I. But, my sweet summer child, I hadn't made the rules yet and spent 15 minutes trying to kick these guys over the edge. And despite a few close calls, they just weren't getting enough airtime. Now it says, before leaving, be sure to grab the Riddler trophy. If you turn around, if you're facing towards where the Joker left, which we are, and face towards the path up to where the control room is, you will see a grate on the wall to the left. Simply crouch down to pry it off the wall, head inside and to the left, and bingo, your first Riddler trophy. So let's grab this Riddler trophy. Thanks, I guess. And now we have a head up the stairs towards where the Joker left. You can hold run to move faster. In a room to your left are a handful of novelty wind-up teeth you can test your batarangs on. Use the shoulder button / triggers to lock onto them and fire a few batarangs. Each one you kill counts towards solving one of the Riddler's challenges. We missed. This is why I need the guide. There we go. And now it says, when walking around the first part, be sure to follow all of the paths, even if they do a loop, because they're everywhere in this part. Further down the hall, you'll encounter a couple of thugs. They shouldn't present a significant threat, just hit them and use counters. After they are clear, head down the hall towards Eddie the guard. Oh, here are the two thugs. We're going to fight them using strikes and counters. See, this part of the guide, right, isn't actually that bad. Like, it's pretty good. I don't think there's much you can improve on here. It's got the giant rat there. But yeah, this part of the guide I'm quite impressed with. Oh, we didn't do the optimal route here. We need to go get the other Riddler, the other Joker teeth. Sorry. So we'll go and get that. There we go. Oh, there's Eddie the guard. So let's go talk to Eddie the guard. Now, usually I wouldn't talk to Eddie the guard. I would just run the other way. Hence why I started going the other way. I went against the guide. I apologise, IGN. Okay, so we've just spoken to Eddie the guard. Now we apparently will hear about a tense situation. Mr. Zsasz is threatening to submit a guard to involuntary shock treatment. Head up the stairs just past this gruesome scene and go all the way to the end of the hall. Once there, talk to the guards and you'll initiate a plan to sneak up on Zsasz. Okay. Again, this is quite good so far. Like, the terminology's all right. There's nothing else really you could do here, unless you wanted to save time and not talk to Eddie the guard, who is slowly becoming a main character of this video. But yeah, there's not really much we could do here. I mean, we've got all the XP we can get at the moment, you know, with the Riddler trophies and the teeth. So this is quite promising. Like, this is a promising way to start the guide. I have no faith in later bits, but this bit's good. Enter detective mode and look up at the high walls above the scene below. The gargoyles protruding from the sides of the walls are perfect spots to grapple. Aim at the nearest spot and hit grapple. You'll automatically reel up to the spot. From there, grapple to the next two spots until you are behind Zsasz. Okay, there's the grapple. One grapple, two grapple. Very nice, very nice. You'll be prompted to zip kick. You'll be prompted to zip kick. The maniac below you, but don't do this. Just drop down and use sneak to walk up behind him. You'll be prompted to do a silent takedown when close enough. Take him down and Zsasz will be out of commission for good. Okay, so we're going to not zip kick him. What? Okay, we're going to not zip kick him. We're going to drop down, which I assume is... Yeah, we're just going to glide down. Use sneak to walk up behind him. And then silent takedown when we're close enough. Okay, that's weird. That's a weird way of going about that. Now, I'd be interested to know what you guys do in that situation, because I just always glide kick him. That's what the game tells you to do. That's probably the most optimal way to do it. So I wonder why the guide here tells you to ignore the game's prompt and instead use a silent takedown. That's a bit weird, but that's fine. I don't really know what they were meaning there by zip kick, because obviously Robin has a zip kick in the later games. So was it called the zip kick in earlier builds of the game? Not to my knowledge, but hey, what do I know? You know, I don't work for Rocksteady. I work on YouTube. So it says now here, after the cutscene is over, turn on detective mode and move into the far right corner of the room. You'll see a vent along the bottom of the wall highlighted in orange. Approach it, remove it, and crawl inside to find a Riddler trophy. Let's get this Riddler trophy. I feel like I've completed this game enough to know that there's a Riddler trophy here, but obviously this is why I need the guide. This is why I need the guide. I'm a weak-minded fool compared to the IGN guide. You'll also find a destructible wall along this same side that you'll have to return to later. Okay. Another grate on the opposite side of the room can also be removed. Enter this and crawl down the air duct to find another Riddler trophy, which is apparently intensive treatment number 14 Riddler trophy. That's interesting. So we'll grab this Riddler trophy and I'll meet you at the next point. Okay, there's the Riddler trophy, so we're doing quite good here. Drop down and run forward until you come up on another horrific scene. Talk to the guard and grapple to the point above. Go through another ventilation shaft and drop down. It's a lot of instructions there, IGN, but you know what? We're good at following instructions, so we'll destroy these Riddler teeth as it told us to do. It told us to destroy all the Riddler teeth. And apparently we need to talk to this guard. I don't know why he's lost his name. I'm pretty sure... Is this just Eddie the guard? I can't remember. Anyway. Okay, we've talked to the guard, now we need to grapple up. Now we need to go through this ventilation shaft and drop down. Then we need to pick up the guard on the edge of the platform. Again, apart from the Zsasz bit, this is going pretty well so far. Pick up the guard on the edge of the platform. Okay, there we go. Now you'll have to run at this edge, which allows you to jump onto the platform across the way. You jump automatically each time you run at a ledge like this, which is true, you do. Oh, and that blew up. Anyway, pick this guard up, grapple up even higher to the next catwalk and save another guard. Sorry, I didn't read that. From here, walk off the edge, holding run. So that's just running off the edge, isn't it? To glide to the platform at the far end of the room. Grab the baddie here, now scan the room below. You'll be able to target and toss a batarang at a control panel to clear the room of harmful gas. So we need to walk while holding run, which I guess does initiate a glide and rescue the baddie, as they've said here. We've rescued the baddie, that's good. We like rescuing baddies on this channel. There we go, we've again, another successful instruction. I mean, again, not really much more you can improve on that. Before leaving the room, look for a vent in the floor in the middle of the room. Remove this and enter it for a Riddler trophy. There is another trophy here behind the locked security gate you'll have to come back for. Now, where is this Riddler trophy? It says it's in the middle of the room. Is it? I can't remember where this Riddler trophy is. I will cut to you when I found it. Okay, so apparently we've actually got a first upgrade here. But this section doesn't come for a while. But so we're going to leave it. We're not going to claim this upgrade yet. But we do get an upgrade from obviously collecting all the Riddler teeth, the Joker teeth even. I don't know why I keep calling them Riddler teeth. Collecting all the Joker teeth. I still can't find this Riddler trophy. This is kind of becoming a little bit pathetic, but I'll find it. You can't. Oh, here we go. There's the Riddler trophy. There we go. Look, we've got Riddler trophy number 19 in the intensive treatment, apparently. There's another trophy behind the locked gate. Yeah, we don't care about that. We can't get that. Follow the green arrows on the ground into the next room. Here you'll find two thugs patrolling the hallway. Pull yourself up to the vents and use them to practice your air attacks. What? Pull yourself onto the vent and practice air attacks. Drop onto an enemy by holding attack and then performing a ground takedown. Sorry, am I... What? Who does this? Wait, does it mean this vent? Can we then glide... Who does this? In the comments, if anyone ever does this, please tell me. This is... We can't get a glide kick angle. Oh, we can't... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. There we go. No. Batman, you need to initiate... Wait, yeah, can we, like, bait them over here? Actually, that's a good idea. We'll bait them over here. Okay. And now we can grapple up. Yes. Yes. Okay, we're practicing air attacks. This is good. This is weird. And I hate it. I really don't like this. But we're practicing our air attacks. It does say we can ground pound them, so we will. Let's get this last guy here. I'm not really... Did Rocksteady intend this to be done this way? I'm gonna say probably not. But anyway, moving on. It did say we could just punch the dudes a few times, but that's the second thing in the instruction. And being the meathead I am, I only follow the first thing in every instruction. Follow the arrows into the next room, and a cutscene will occur. There we go. Okay, it says, the giant mutant unleashed on Batman turns out to be somewhat of a lightweight. Just dodges attacks by double tapping run and holding in a direction. Throw a batarang his way when you have a chance, and the mutant will enter the throes of death without a fight. Well, it doesn't mention dodging dead bodies, but I'm gonna infer that that's what we're supposed to do. Although the guide doesn't say that. The guide also doesn't say like punch him either, so we're not going to punch him. We'll just let him have his little cardiac arrest thing, and then we'll just carry on. It also didn't say to do that, but shut up. I'll meet you at the end of this fight. This isn't overly interesting. The next bit, however, is. So okay, there we go. The mutant, as the game has called him, is dead. He is dying as we speak. So it says now we should gain access to skill upgrades, which we did earlier, actually, but I think we should have... we will go in there anyway. And it says here, you'll now gain access to skill upgrades. We highly recommend grabbing the inverted takedown first. There we go, we've grabbed the inverted takedown. It now says, before leaving this room, check out the booth across for a Riddler trophy. Perfect. There we go, we've got another Riddler trophy. Okay, it doesn't actually ever say to talk to this guy at all. It just says to leave, but obviously you can't. But the guide never actually says to talk to him. So in answer to the question, can you complete Batman Arkham Asylum using only the IGN guide? No, you can't. The game does say you have to talk to this man, but the IGN guide doesn't. And if we're only using the IGN guide, then technically, we're done. This is it. This is where the run ends. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, because we might try this with the other games and see how far we can get before the guide just stops telling us what to do. So, thank you for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.